Managing a lot of power in a truck camper is a challenge. My initial plan didn't work out well. About a year ago, I made the first revision to it, and now it's time to finish the second revision. The original plan included putting the inverter, the controls, and all the batteries in this compartment. And that turned out bad for several reasons. It was congested, it was difficult to service, it was difficult to get air to flow through there. It was very, very challenging to get everything in. And once I decided the batteries needed to move, everything really needed to move. Quick introduction to the inside of my newly remodeled power bay. We have our 4 kilowatt inverter, our 40 watt solar charge controller, our 800 watt pure sine inverter, and our breaker panels and power battery switch and shunts and controls. Basically relocated everything. There's nothing in here other than the 800 watt inverter on the ceiling, which is the same. I had to cut a hole in the back of it in order to provide additional air intake, so you can see it all the way back here. And I can definitely feel air coming through there as I put my hand there. There's not a fan on it, it's just a grill. Compartment used to get pretty hot. I do have a temperature sensor on this. Not a good deal. I used my extra space in my renovated electrical bay to store tools and equipment, and I discovered some problems associated with that. The biggest problem was probably the box which sat here pushed against the reset buttons on my breakers, and more than once it flipped the breaker, so we had no power in the camper. So that's not a good thing. In addition to that, I have lots of electrical cables, and I have live actually the two covers in the back of my inverters are missing, so I have very high current batteries there, and so having metal tools rattle around the compartment is not a good idea. So what I'm going to do, and also wanted to make sure that there's airflow, so I have the charge controller for the solar is here. It needs airflow. The inverter needs airflow. So I need to make sure that I keep my tool bundles and my other stuff away from this so that it can circulate. So I'm going to build an L-shaped toolbox in here that allows me to maximize the use of this space. That's also removable, so when I need to access the electrical stuff, I can get into it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Are the cables in the way?
No. I'm actually hitting the inverter. Man, it's very close. I have complete access to everything inside here. Some of the other things that I needed to do is I have my I have this surge protector in here, and I still want to be able to see the lights on it, but I also have a battery cutoff switch that I need. This is something I need rapid access to, and of course this is the 800 watt pure sine inverter, so everything has to fit in and around here. And so the frame of the tool piece slides in. It's a tight fit, so it fits in there. One of the other shortcomings I have is I knew I had to do this is the latches for the door need clearance, so I just realized that when I get all done, I'll just cut notches to make the latches work, which is what that is. And that's what it looks like. So I can still get to the battery switch. I can still see the small inverter, which is turned off right now. These knobs swing through the notches in the drawers to lock up. Well, I hope that little project was of interest to you. I hope you made it to the end. Not really something a lot of you might do, but some of you may have been wondering, you know, this project has been occurring for about 2 years, because about a year and a half ago is when I first took the battery out. It now resides underneath the camper, in between the frame and the drive line. On the ground, drag it into the vehicle, and then get it up on a jack and jack it up into place. And so it's kind of, this has been a long project, and I finally got it done. I don't think there's any more parts of it. I think the inverter will run cooler. I think I have a place to store my tools. And this is not just all the tools I take. This is just a small amount of tools. I tend to bring quite a bit of tools and supplies with me, which is, I guess, another topic for another conversation.
I will put a link in the description and hopefully up here where the battery change happened. It was a pretty neat video of building that Leaf battery back out in a different configuration and mounting it under the truck. And we have a few more videos coming with smaller projects, so they'll be kind of short and sweet. And thank you so much for watching, and we hope you're having a good holiday season.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorted all those out.
No.